know, have you guys seen these airbag jacks? My very first concern is when you inflate it, what keeps the thing from just falling over? And apparently they have some sort of structure on the inside, so it actually can't. So there's like a metal structure on the inside of that that keeps it so it can't fall over, but it does allow it to move around so that it's lifting flat on the surface that you're lifting it on. So my next concern, what happens if you knock your airline off? Nothing really, unless you open the valve as well. I need to adjust the brakes on this thing, so it's a perfect time to give this thing a shot. So I'm just going to put this directly under the axle housing. Well, that sure is easy. Obviously, the axle is no longer level since I'm not in the center of the axle. So it's utilizing its internal structure that keeps the thing flat. It does appear to be somewhat tall. This is all the way down. So you're right at 6 inches. So now let's see how tall it is. So we're at 15 3/8. So 6 inches to 15 3/8 inches. So roughly 9 inches of total travel. Is this faster than a 4-ton Daytona jack? Let's find out. Okay, we're a couple inches off the ground. Okay, 4-ton hydraulic, which is actually a pretty fast jack. I'm pretty happy with this jack as well. Okay, that's about the same. About the same sturdiness. All right, so now I know what you're thinking. And that's, what if I'm on the side of the road and I want to have this thing in my race car trailer or something and bring it with me, but I don't have an air compressor because I don't need it anymore because everything's battery operated. Well, there you go. Now it's battery operated. So all I did was I made a coupler that has an air chuck on it and then a coupler. I already screw this guy to there. Hook it on there. Now I can position this guy underneath our axle there. I got the valve open and the other one shut. Let's say 30 pounds should probably lift this thing off the ground, I assume. Play. Well, it's off the ground, 26 pounds. So is that super useful? Probably not, but it is kind of funny that you can do that. So the plate on this, as you can see, the top plate's huge. So you got like a 3/8 plate and then this top plate, which is also about 3/8. So that ends up being pretty thick up top. And then down below, you have this plate, which is where the air comes through, and then the top plate, which is 3/8. Again, that's like half and then 3/8. So it's a pretty rigid, robust thing. And then this bottom plate here looks like 3/16 plate on the bottom. So you got kind of a stack of plates there, but it's a nice flat footprint and the wheels are elevated. So it's not ever sitting on those wheels unless you're transporting it. All right, so definitely use caution when you're using any sort of jack on an unlevel surface. But if I were out in a field on dirt, gravel, or something like that, I believe this is going to be a much better scenario than this. And then the in-between option would be something more like this, but that's a little limited sometimes because they're so tall to begin with. So, that being said, weigh your options. This is a cheap, inexpensive way of trying out one of these guys. So there's a link in the description below. Using that link supports the channel. And I'm also going to put a link to the DeWalt and the couplers that I made to use that DeWalt air pump on that jack. Because if you're out in the field, say on a tractor or something out in the dirt, that's a better scenario than a hydraulic floor jack out there. And then you don't have to run airlines. You can use that tire pump to get that thing up there. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you again on the next one.